Welcome to second blog on this new blog series, Building AI Agent-Driven Solution to Support ERP and SaaS Applications. In last two videos, we have seen a brief demo of the product and the business case we are building. If you haven't watched it, please take some time to watch those videos and get familiarized yourself with the product we are building using AI Agents Framework. In the very last video, we discussed solution design pattern and implementation approach to build this product. In today's video, we are going to start writing code, and in this particular block today, we are going to set up our environment, and we are going to set up Llama.cpp and Ollama to run Llama and the DeepSeek model. So let's get started. In this section, I'm going to walk you through setting up a Python virtual environment and installing the necessary dependencies for AutoGen Studio and Agent Chat. So I'm going to explain each step as I type. So let's dive in. First, we need to create an activated virtual environment. We need to create an isolated Python environment so that we can manage our dependencies. Please note that Python 3.10 or later versions are required to support this. Alright, so let's open your Jupyter notebook and run this command, python --- version. Now please make a note that if you're working inside Jupyter notebook environment and you want to run a terminal command, you can still do so. Just prefix your command with the key saying bang key or exclamation point. So we have a Python 3.12 version installed. So now let's issue the same command using a terminal window. And here, if you type that, you will notice that my environment is different than the project environment. And that's the whole point of creating this virtual environment so that you can manage your dependencies or specific to your projects. Now run this command, python -mvenv and followed by a folder name. Now this, what is going to do, this command creates a virtual environment in a folder named Gen AI in this case. Since I already had this, I'm not going to do this again. But what eventually it does, it creates a new virtual environment. To activate an existing Python environment, all you need to do source and browse to your active bin directory, and inside bin directory there is a file, there's an executable called activate. So if you issue the command saying source gen AI bin activate, is going to activate that. And similarly, if you want to deactivate that, just type deactivate. Now once you have activated environment, like make sure that you are inside that environment, now you can install different packages here. Now to install the packages specifically for the AutoGen, there are certain packages required. So let me browse to that. First package is required is AutoGen Studio. So inside your Python environment, just issue the command saying pip install -u, that means upgrade. If it is already installed, it's going to upgrade that. And let me copy this here. So pip install -u AutoGen Studio. Hit enter. So depending your machine configuration, it may take few seconds, but it usually is very fast. Okay, now there are a couple of other packages required. So AutoGen Chat, AutoGen Extension, Core, not everything is required for this tutorial for now, but I want to, why not take the opportunity and install all of this all together, all right? So AutoGen Chat, AutoGen Extension, OpenAI version, and AutoGen Core. So definitely AutoGen Studio and Agent Chat, these are the two packages are definitely 100% required to support the AI agents what we are creating. And later on, as we progress, you will see that as we dive in and we want to create more sophisticated AI agents, we have to install AutoGen Core. So you can install everything in one line. Just make sure all the packages names are separated by a space. All right. So as you can see, I have all the packages installed now. Now let me run another command. And what this command is going to do is going to run the AutoGen Studio GUI version. So as you can see, AutoGen UI, and you can pass the host name. Suppose you want to create a virtual environment, or you want to host it on your own server, you can always say do so. So just pass the host name. But here I just want to run it on localhost. So I'm going to just say port number. I want to run it on a specific port number. So that is the port number 8000. All right. So as you can see, AutoGen UI -FN port 8000. So now, as you can see, this is it. So this is now I have an active AutoGen Studio GUI version running on my machine. And here I can create all my AI agents. So let's move on to the next section. And in this section, we are going to install Ollama to run Deepseeker-R1 models as well as the Llama models here. So to do that is fairly very simple here. All you need to do, first we are going to go through the Ollama model here. So just open a browser window here and go to ollama.com. And here, as you can see, just go to your download button. As you will see, if you are on the Windows machine, it's very easy. Just download the windows.exe. If you're on a Linux machine, just copy this command. What this command is going to do is going to download that install executable here, first of all, and then is going to download that and install it on your Linux machine here. So make sure if you're running it inside your Jupyter notebook, just issue the command prefixed by bang and say curl. Because we already have that, I'm not going to do that again. So now next thing you want to do, Ollama list. So here if you run that, as you can see, what this command is going to do is going to list out all the previously installed LLM models here. So as you can see, I already have DeepSeek installed. I have a Llama 3.2 installed. Suppose I don't like, I want a newer version of 3.2. Similarly, what you can do, just Ollama remove Llama 3.2. So let me comment out the first command. Okay, now if I run it, is what it's going to do is going to just delete the older version. And now I want the newer version. So simply I can do Ollama. Let me first make sure that it's been removed. So Ollama list, as you can see, Llama 3.2 is gone. Let me run this again. So this time I'm going to pull the newer model. So if I want, say, to pull Llama 3.2, all you need to say Ollama pull Llama 3.3. And also please make sure that if you want a DeepSeek version, just say Ollama pull Deepseek-R1 :7b. All right, so here in this case, I'm just giving you an example. So let me pull 3.3. Again, depending on your machine configuration, because this is a heavy file, I think it's almost like 4 or 5 GB file. So it's going to take a couple of minutes here. All right, so now I assume that I already have that installed. So once you have that installed, you can always check it with Ollama list. And now to run that, all you need to do, simply issue the command saying Ollama run Deepseek-R1 :7b. All right, so if you run that, all it's going to do is going to, it takes only a couple of seconds. As you can see, this is already ready. Let me run it through command prompt so it will make, it will be easier to see. So go to the command prompt window here. Simply here, I want to say Ollama run Deepseek-R1. All right. Now it may take few seconds to come back, but usually that's very fast. Now here my prompt is ready, and here you can simply type your question here. For example, what is the capital of Mexico? So one beautiful thing about Deepseek-R1 model is, as you might already be aware, this is a thinking model. So it also not only displays the results, it tells you its thinking mechanism, and later on you will see that it gets very, very important to understand. Okay, and it's going to be very advantageous if you can use this in our AI agent models. One more thing to call out here before we proceed further, make sure that you understand this, that Ollama by default serves at port number 11434. And assuming that you are running a local host, so this is the local host address here. So this becomes very, very handy, because later on if you want to change it, suppose you want to serve your Ollama as a service and you want to change your host name or port name, these are the commands you should be aware of. So please keep this handy. I will also include in the video description. You're going to find this command in my notebook here, but I want to call out here that in any time, and that's what we will be doing later on, if you want to change the host name or port number, these are the commands you should be using to change it. All right, so now let's move on to the next section. Similarly, just like Ollama, you can also use Llama.cpp to run your DeepSeek model. The only difference is you can think of Llama.cpp is the main vanilla C version. And you can always check their GitHub website and you can find all the information there. This is the vanilla version. So when you're working in development, I highly suggest you work with Ollama. The reason is because it gives you all the nice, GUI and all those information here, nice commands. But this, you can always run it Llama.cpp. I have no preference. All you need to do, git clone their repository, cd into the repository, and issue the command saying make. And this is a C command, so make sure that you have proper C or C++ installation on your machine. I assume like everybody has. Okay, and then simply all you need to do, you need to download the model weight files from the Deepseek-R1 repository. You can go to the Hugging Face or their own link and download it from there. Once you have that, this is the one simple command it takes to run DeepSeek model using Llama.cpp. Again, there is always there's some fine-tuning options here. We are going to cover all those options later on. But for now, you have two different options. Using Llama.cpp, simply git clone it, cd into the directory, issue the command saying make. But here I want to use Ollama. The reason is because I want a dedicated server kind of a thing, a host where that model is installed. Here, as you can see, when you're running it through Llama.cpp, you have to invoke that model using main command here, that you have to directly access their repository. That's all I wanted to cover in this blog today. I wanted to quickly show you installation and the environment setup. And in the next blog, we are going to write actual code to implement AutoGen agent framework to support our use case. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.